Now, I've already stated how I've never once disrespected a Mason. I've never disrespected his character, appearance, his intellect, shoot, family, whatever could associate with that individual as a human being or as a person. I've never insulted, nor tried to degrade. But I want to show you another clip that I found. I was scrolling through on TikTok and I stumbled upon this video. And I want to state too how I wasn't even talking to this individual. I was actually talking to a different Mason. But yet, Masons always feel inclined to put their little goody two shoes into business that doesn't concern them. And that's what this gentleman did right here. He put himself in a position to look ignorant because he's lacking the knowledge of, hey, conspiracy, secret society is not talking about you. He's talking about a different Mason, but he threw himself into the loop. Now, look here. I just want to state this, that I do not support nor condone the language that is being used, but this is the mouth that this man kisses his mother with. And I want to show you guys the mouth that he kisses his mother with.
Yo, I promise you I was gonna leave you alone after I said what I said, but yo, you got me on video threatening me. I ain't even get a chance to speak until the end. And barely got that much out. Calling the cops though, bro? What? What you want to tell them? I called you a bitch? You are. That I called you a liar? You are. Other than that, I said nothing to you. Besides you saying that I sound like a British dude, which is crazy.
You did at the time.
But, yo, you feel like calling the cops over something that's fabricated, call them, bro. I implore you to call them.
Now, as I stated in the beginning, I wasn't even talking to this gentleman. I was actually talking to a Mason who has a profile picture with a cigar in his mouth. So we could be a little more specific about who I'm talking about. So I actually wasn't talking about you. And there were some other Masons I have in the video who were threatening me, but I never said it was you. Nor did I actually call out a name nor describe anybody till now. But with saying that, you are projecting yourself onto me. This is how you feel about yourself. Or maybe this is how other individuals feel about you. And you're trying to project that off onto me, but that's not how life works. Nor am I going to accept that. Now look here, I don't have to call you those names. I don't have to call you a liar, anything. I'm not going to do that either. I don't have to stoop down to the low level that you have done and be like you. That would be ignorant of me, foolish of me, and honestly, just not smart. All the things that you've just presented. You're not that smart. You're not that intelligent. And you're very ignorant. I always say this. When all intelligence has left one's body and mouth and they have nothing intelligent to say anymore, they usually result to insults, me degrading statements. Even what he just called me a female dog. I don't have to use the word he used because we already know what it means, female dog. He called me a female dog, and there's nothing intelligent about saying that. And never once have I called this man a female dog or insulted the man. I actually told him one time that, you are acting like you are a know-it-all Mason, so I'm going to need you to come on my live and prove that. That's all I've ever said to this man was, you're going to have to come on my live and prove the stuff you're talking about. You are a big-headed person, so I need you to come on my live. And I told him that, if he didn't come on my live, when he was on my live, that I would block him. There's nothing degrading about that. There's no insults. There's nothing about that. I just simply said that you feel like you're a know-it-all, so now it's time for you to prove that. You claim that I don't know what I'm talking about, so now it's time to prove that. That's all I've stated. I never called him a female dog or any other degrading statement. Then also he's talking about better call the police and all this other stuff. Like, bro, honestly, I usually always sum things up like this. Usually when people say these things online, like when they talk stuff behind the screen, usually they're too afraid to say it to one's face. So I'm actually kind of, I feel like I'm being complimented in a way by you. Because it's like, I know that I know that I wouldn't say it to this man's face. So it's better for me just to say it behind the screen. And honestly, I respect you and commend you for that. I respect you and commend you for that because I think that was your best bet. But you have a blessed day, bro. And as I've stated, not all Masons act like this, but this is how Masons act. This is how a lot of Masons act. I've come across more disrespectful Masons than I have respectful. And I can stamp that. So, with saying that, you, sir, should stop kissing your mother with that mouth. And if my grandma was still alive, she would actually pull your tongue out and rinse it off a little bit.